Hello my precious jewels, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's Julie, and if you like makeup tutorials, makeup hauls, makeup reviews, first impressions, and all things beauty, then you've come to the right channel. In today's video, I'm going to be filming part 2 of my Sephora recommendations. In the last video, I did my favorite foundations, my favorite concealers, my favorite bronzers, liquid or cream, and my skincare. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my recommendations for loose powders, pressed powders, highlighters, setting sprays, some primers, and some eyeshadow palettes. So this may be a little bit longer than the last one, but I hope this is something that you guys are interested in seeing. Let me just tell you a little bit about this sale that's coming up. We have the Sephora Fall Savings event coming up. It starts on November 1st and it ends November 11th. If you are a Rouge member, you will receive 20% off from November 1st to November 11th. If you are a VIB member, you will receive 15% off from November 5th to November 11th. And if you are a Beauty Insider, you'll receive 10% off from November 5th to November 11th. And Sephora Collection will have all of their products on sale, the whole sale from November 1st to November 11th, and you will receive 30% off of the Sephora Collection products. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I did not say it in my last one, but I had to sign up and I wanted to talk about it this time. So let me go really quickly and just start with my pressed powders. I love a good pressed powder. I want to say I have 3 that I'm going to recommend to you guys. I probably had 4, but I'm going to recommend 3 to you guys. So I'm going to start with the newest one, which is the Rare Beauty pressed powder. I cannot remember the name. It's a long name. I can't remember the name, but I have it in the shade Almond and the shade Chestnut. This is Chestnut and this is Almond. I love, love, love these pressed powders. I'm actually wearing them today. I set my under eyes with the lighter one and I set the rest of my face with the Chestnut along with a loose powder. Love these. They're beautiful on the skin. They last all day. They keep your makeup intact. I love those Rare Beauty powders, and I will have the correct name on the picture because I'm going to put a picture up of the products. Most of the products I don't have in front of me. I just happen to have that in front of me because I just filmed with it. But yes, I love, love, love those. I still love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powders. I usually use shade 3 and shade 4. I love them. Beautiful. Now, what I will say about that Charlotte Tilbury that I did not notice from the first powder that I told you about and the last powder that I'm going to tell you about, I think I only have 2 pressed powders. Yeah, I think I only have 2 pressed powders. So this, okay, right, because the other one that I love, they don't sell it at Sephora, so I can't talk about that one. I just thought about it. Let me just make sure, but I don't think they sell it at Sephora. Okay, yeah, no, they don't sell it, so I'm only going to talk about 2. So I'm going to talk about the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. Like I said, I have it in shade 3 and 4. I will put a picture on the screen of everything that I talk about. If I don't have it in front of me, I will put a picture up. I love both powders. This one is actually not as drying as the Charlotte Tilbury. I noticed that a lot of times when I put it on, I do see like a little dryness under my eyes, but this one is really, really beautiful. This Rare Beauty one that I'm wearing now, I love it. Like I reach for it more than I reach for the Charlotte Tilbury, but I still love the Charlotte Tilbury. But this powder is actually half the price. I want to say it's $20 or $22, maybe $25, but it's half the price of the Charlotte Tilbury, and I love it just as much. So those are my 2 pressed powders. Now, if I have to talk about loose powders, I probably have 3 loose powders that I love, 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 love. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Ame Colé pressed powder. That pressed powder is so beautiful on the skin. It melts in like butter. It's a talc-free powder. So she has 3 powders. It retails for $22, and I have shade Rich Deep and I have shade Deep Medium. One is like a yellowy tone and one is a more chocolatey tone, but it's beautiful on the skin. It is just flawless. Like, I love it. $22. It is beautiful. Love, love, love it. And I have the Danessa Myricks, which I have right here. The Danessa Myricks Evolution Powder. I don't know if you guys have ever tried this powder, but it's beautiful on the skin. I want to say she has like 7 shades, and I have like 4 of them, including the pink shade. Gorgeous on the skin. It's not a talc-free powder, but it's beautiful on the skin. It lasts all day, and it holds your makeup in place. Gorgeous, and it's half the price of, well, some of the other powders that I'm going to talk about. It's really, really good. So if you are looking for a new loose powder and you have a problem with these companies that don't make shades for deeper skin, you have the Ame Colé, which is beautiful on deep skin, and so is the Danessa Myricks Evolution Powder. I swear by both of those. Then the Makeup by Mario powder. I love it, right? It's beautiful. It just came out. It looks gorgeous on the skin, but it's not a very oil absorbing powder. What I noticed is, although it's gorgeous and I wear it, it does not absorb the oil like some of the other ones. So yes, it's beautiful, but at the end of the day, I do see like a little dewiness. It's not completely oily, but there is some dewiness. So I do like the Makeup by Mario. I do recommend all of these products that I'm talking to you guys about, because some people are not as oily as I am. I am a super oily person. So I need a powder that is gonna balance my oils or minimize my oils, and every powder that I tell you about does just that for me. So I do love the Makeup by Mario, and I love the Laura Mercier powder. I didn't want to say it, but I do. I do love the Laura Mercier powder. I actually like both of them. I like the new one that's talc-free. I didn't like it at first, but it's gorgeous on the skin. Once I got it out of my mind that I didn't want a talc-free powder, and I started to use it, it was really good. So definitely love the Laura Mercier talc-free powder, and I also love the original Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shades Honey and Medium Deep. Those are my favorites. If you are looking for a loose powder, those are gorgeous. Now there are some more high-end ones. I won't say that I don't recommend them, but they changed the formula, and I'm not sure if it is the same as what I have, so I'm not going to talk about that. But those are the loose powders that I love right now. I'm going to talk about my powder bronzers. I talked about cream and liquid bronzers, but I didn't talk about powder bronzers. I have 2 powder bronzers that I could say that I really, really love. Actually, 3 powder bronzers that I can say that I really, really love. I love this Sephora collection bronzer, well, which will be on sale when the sale starts. This is the Tropical Bronze in shade number 4. Love it. I'm wearing it today in addition to another bronzer, but it's gorgeous on the skin. It's very economical and it's beautiful. I love it, so I definitely recommend that to you guys. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a bronzer, you will love that one. Then I like the Haus Labs bronzer, which is right here. I love this Haus Labs bronzer. I love most of the things that I tried from Haus Labs. Now I do wish that Haus Labs would come out with a deeper shade, but I have this one, which is Deep Level 12. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous bronzer, guys. Like, if you like kind of like a reddy tone and you want a bronze instead of a contour, I usually say that I love a bronzer because I like to make sure that my cheeks are defined. So if I do put a bronzer on and it's not deep enough, then I'll add something that has a little more of a purpley or like a cooler tone, just to give me the definition that I'm looking for. But that Haus Labs bronzer is everything, guys. I don't even know if it's available right now. I heard that it's being repackaged, but if you can get your hands on it, it is a gorgeous bronzer, but fear not. My favorite bronzer is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I wear shade number 8. It is gorgeous. I've been telling you guys about this bronzer for the longest, and they had it on sale maybe like a month and a half ago. It was 20 bucks. It's normally $40. It is the perfect shade of powder bronzer. You cannot go wrong with that bronzer. Not at all. Like, it is beautiful. And they have 8 other shades that are very, very nice. I haven't used any of the other ones, but that shade number 8 is the perfect shade. If you are my complexion or a little bit deeper, you're gonna love it. But it is gorgeous. So yes, that is my favorite. That is my favorite. If I had to talk about eyeshadow palettes, I'm gonna have to say the Makeup by Mario, not the new one. I reviewed that one. It's coming out. The Makeup by Mario Master Mattes is a very nice everyday palette. Now, I got this palette when the Patrick Ta palette came out last year. I love this one so much more. I love the shades of this one. I love the formula of this one. And I prefer the price of this one. I'm very hit or miss with Patrick Ta. You won't hear me talk about his stuff a lot, but I do have some of his products that I love. But yeah, this Makeup by Mario Master Mattes, this is a great everyday palette for women of basically any skin tone, but deeper skin tones. He has perfect shades in here for us, so I really love this one. And if you are a person that likes a cooler tone palette, then I would recommend his Master Mattes Neutral palette. Yeah, it's called the Neutrals. It's gorgeous. It's a cool tone palette, but it has beautiful shades in it. And if you like looks with a pop every now and then, or you could even use these and then take a shimmer from another palette and make it shimmery, you will love this. The formula is so buttery. The shades, they are not ashy, but they're not as warm as we're used to. So some people don't like it, but I love it. So those are the 2 palettes that I would recommend to you guys. There's really no other palette that I would recommend. Unless you guys like a colorful palette. I love the new Danessa Myricks. It is gorgeous. It's a colorful palette. If you guys like color, then you'll like it. It is so innovative. What I like about the palette is she made it where it's everyday person friendly. Some of her last palettes that I got, all of the colors were so galactic that it wasn't for the everyday girl or guy. It was for people that like color, that you want to make a statement when you go out. Okay, it's called the Lightwork 6 Freedom Palette. How did I not know it? I know it retails for $128, but I like the fact that she put some matte shadows in there. She put some matte shadows in there. They have like a slight shimmer, but they blend it out nicely on the eyes, and you can get a regular girl look. So I love that palette. I think it's so innovative, and if you want something that breaks apart, I reviewed that palette on my channel, so you guys could go back a couple of weeks and check it out. It's gorgeous. I love it. I'm going to talk about primers. I have 3 primers that I'm going to recommend, and yeah, 3 primers that I'm going to recommend. So I'm going to recommend to you guys this Dior Forever Veil Primer. It's a matte primer. It looks beautiful on the skin. It works wonderful for pores. I'm actually wearing it right now. It is just gorgeous. It gives the skin a gorgeous glow from within. It's a beautiful primer. I really do like this primer. Now, my favorite primer was the Glowish primer, which I would love to recommend to you guys. It's my favorite primer that you can get from Sephora. I heard that they're getting rid of it, but if you can get your hands on it, it's one of the best primers that I know of for oily skin. It is smoothing, oil controlling. It's just beautiful. I think I have one in the stash besides this one. Don't let anybody tell you that that new Easy Bake primer is the same thing. It's not. That primer did nothing for me. I returned it because it didn't do anything for my skin. If you can get that Glowish, that's my top one. But if not, you can try this Christian Dior. But what I really have been loving as my go-to primer, if I don't have anything else, this Yummy Skin Universal Primer by Danessa Myricks. This primer was my best friend all summer. It lasts a very long time. As you can see, you don't need a whole lot of it. It is beautiful on the skin. And when I say that, it blends in wonderfully. You can wear this alone or with a full face of makeup, and your makeup is gonna last. When I tell you all day, it's gonna last all day. This actually comes in shades as well. Like I have shades 9, 10, and 9.5. This is actually shade 10, and I love it. They're all so good. I like this mostly when I'm running out the door. If I don't have any makeup on and I realize I need a little makeup, I'll bring this in the car and I'll just put a little bit on. It is gorgeous on the skin. You can't go wrong with this. I love the universal one. I love the colored one. So if you are looking for a primer and you have oily skin, they say that this works good for all skin types, and it may or may not. I can't speak to other skin types. I can only speak to my skin type. She has something called the Moisture Repair Balm Serum. So when I know that I'm actually going to wear that Universal Blurring Balm, because it's actually very, very, not drying, but it will definitely keep the oil balanced, right? And I have oily skin, and if I have to put a moisture balm under it to give me like a comfortable feel, then you know it really works. So if you have super oily skin, you may want to pick this up. This Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm Serum. I put this on my skin. It is sort of like, it reminds me of Vaseline, but it's not. You put it on, it kind of like melts into the skin, and then you put the Universal Blurring Balm on top of it, so it kind of balances out the oil in your skin, so you don't get that super dry feel, because that is what I get from the Danessa Myricks Universal Blurring Balm powder. But it's gorgeous. Any foundation that I've used under it is gorgeous. It lasts all day. It is beautiful. It works well with so many different products. So if you are looking for a primer, then yeah, I would definitely recommend the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm powder. Now, a newer primer that I tried was this One Size Oil Sucker. It's actually really nice. Now, it's not as drying as people say it is. It's very smoothing on the skin. It does last all day. You will get a little bit of oil after about 7 hours. You will see oil. So don't think that it's going to be like super dry and just suck all your oil out. It's not like that. It's a very comfortable formula. So I really do enjoy that one as well. And I want to say that's it for my primers. So I might be on the lookout just to see if there's something else out there. But I think right now I'm good with primers. Okay, let me just tell you about my setting sprays. This is for people that have not been to my channel before, because a lot of you guys know that I swear by the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I love it. It's wonderful. It lasts all day. It's a little drying, but I do love it. So I definitely recommend that one. That is the one that everybody talks about. It's good, but I don't use it as much as I used to, but I still do recommend it. Now, the LYS Natural Finish Setting Spray. This is a newer setting spray. It came out last year. This retails for $25. If I didn't say the price of something, just know that I will have it on the screen. But this retails for $25. When it first came out, I bought 3. I love the finish that this gives. It lasts all day. It has a nice sprayer. Like, it doesn't wet your face like that. It's a nice light mist. I really enjoy that setting spray. Sometimes when I'm using a really matte foundation and I realize that everything that I'm putting on my face is super mattifying, I use this Milk Makeup Hydra Grip Set and Refresh spray. It just brings the life back to your face. Like, it really makes the makeup look lifelike. I don't know what it does as far as like making your makeup last all day. I'm sure that it aids in doing that when I wear it, but I just love the fact that it sets the face and it gives it some life. So yes, I love that setting spray. I love the Danessa Myricks Set It and Forever Mist Matte Setting Spray. That is the setting spray that I will use in the summertime because it's very mattifying. So I don't necessarily wear it in the winter time unless I'm going on vacation, but it's a really nice setting spray. And because it's over there, I'm just going to put a picture of it on the screen. Hopefully I can find it online. There's so many blushes and There are so many highlighters that I could tell you guys about, but I'm gonna tell you this. If I had to recommend any blushes to you guys, right? It would definitely be these House Labs blushes. Now these are the older ones, and I do have the newer, smaller package, which I hate. But I hate the packaging because I'm so used to the larger size. But the shades are beautiful. The formula has not changed because I did buy the same shade and the same color, and it was basically the same thing, just a smaller version of it. Then I have this one, which is one of my favorites, Acai Sky. I don't even know if I think she took away some of the shades that they originally had. This one is Watermelon. This one is Dragon Fruit Days, which is gorgeous. Then the Watermelon Bliss, which is another one that I love. It reminds me of the Cherry blush from Dior, but this one has more pigment, so I really love that one. And then you have this one, which is Hibiscus Haze, which I thought that I wasn't gonna like, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get that. Beautiful. I think it's the most beautiful shade out of all of them when I tried them on. Then her highlighters. Her highlighters are everything to me. Like, I love all of them. I'm actually wearing one right now. This one is called Moonstone. The formula is so buttery, so beautiful. You can make it super beaming, or you can make it just look like this, which is kind of wet look. I have 6 of them, or 5 of them, and I'm gonna show you the ones that I love real fast. This one is Pink Amethyst. Every one that I have, I love. That's the Pink Amethyst. I love that highlighter. If you have these highlighters, you don't need anything else, believe me, because they're gonna do everything that you need it to do. Then I have this one, which is one of my favorites, Bronzite. This is like my favorite everyday highlighter. I should have swatched the other one too and show you, but just look how beautiful that is. So gorgeous. Let me show you. When I tell you I have a mess because I've been filming, this is the Pink Amethyst. Do you see that? These are just so pretty. Look at that. This one is Golden Pyrite. Which one? This one is pretty bright. It's a gorgeous shade of gold, but it's definitely gold. But this formula is so beautiful and so buttery. Like, you're gonna love them all. Like, I love them all. Now, when I go into the store, I usually be like, oh, I don't need no more highlighters. But then I look at the colors and I be like, oh yeah. This one is Fire Opal. Wait till you see how beautiful this one is. Do you see that? So gorgeous. This one is Rose Quartz. Okay, so I have 6 of the highlighters. I'm putting myself on a budget for this. Do you see that? Just gorgeous. Like, her highlighters are just gorgeous. And this one is one of my favorites too, because I love a white. Did I show you all of them, or did I just close it up? Yeah, that's it right there. That's what I'm wearing right now. Let me go in and open this up, just in case I didn't show you. That's Rose Quartz. Because I don't know. I think I was moving so fast, I don't think I showed it. This one is Fire Opal. Beautiful. Just in case you go in the store and you be like, I know she said something. This one is Pink Amethyst, and I think I showed you the rest. As I'm editing, if I didn't, I'll definitely put up a picture. But those are my favorite highlighters, guys. Like, if you have to pick up any highlighter from the Sephora sale, those are the ones. I don't really have any favorite like lip products like that. I mean, I love the balms. I do like the YSL. Is it YSL? I think it's YSL. Yeah, I don't really have any favorite lip stuff like that I could be like, oh my god, you gotta get this for your lips. I don't have anything like that. I do like the formula of the Rare Beauty lipsticks. If you're looking for a bullet lipstick, those lipsticks are $20. And that red that I had on in my last video, beautiful shade of red. The formula of those lipsticks are really good. So if you're looking for a lipstick and you like a nice comfortable formula, that's a matte, you might want to try that. I don't really have any I'm trying to think if it's anything else that I love that I would recommend and be like, oh my god, you guys gotta go out and get it. I don't think so. I want to say that's everything, guys. I hope that this was helpful. I went over primers, I went over pressed powders, I went over loose powders, I went over setting sprays. Yeah, that's really it. I don't have anything else that I would be like, oh my god, you have to go get it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it helpful. This is my part 2 of my Sephora recommendations. I will definitely be coming out with my list. It's a short list of products that I'm going to be picking up. I love you, my precious jewels. If you guys made it this far into the video, I would love it if you give the video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. And click on one of these videos. Yeah, because you can keep watching. I love it when you guys watch. That is it, guys. I love you. Let me know what you think of this makeup. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you. I love you, my precious jewels. I'll see you in the next video.